Hello, my friends. If you're watching this video, chances are you're in what we often call the golden years, a stage of life that is precious, quieter, and full of experience. I know that at 60, 70, or even beyond, we begin to see life through a different lens. The energy and rush of our younger years fade into memory, making room for something deeper, a longing for peace, good health, and freedom within our own bodies. I'm not just talking about living longer. I'm talking about living well. A life where you don't have to worry about getting up multiple times at night, about struggling with a weak stream, or about that frustrating feeling that your bladder just won't empty. I'm a physician, a men's health specialist here in the United States, and I've spent more than 2 decades working with thousands of men over 60. Today, I'm not here to sell you pills or scare you with cold statistics. I'm here to have a conversation, to sit with you, almost like a friend or a trusted companion, and share a few small practical things. Things powerful enough to transform the health of your prostate and the quality of your life for the years to come. You see, the prostate, that small, quiet gland sitting just beneath the bladder, actually plays a huge role in a man's freedom. When it's healthy, we hardly notice it's there. But when it begins to cause trouble, life is never quite the same. Today, I want to tell you about 7 simple daily habits that, if you stick with them, can help you protect your freedom, your confidence, and your vitality as a man. This isn't a quick fix. This is an investment in your future. And I believe that if you've had the patience to build a family, a career, and a life, then these 7 habits, with just a little commitment, are well within your reach. Let's start with something that seems almost too simple, yet has the power to change everything: the way you drink water each day. You may not have given it much thought. A glass of water? What's the big deal? But after working with men over 60 for many years, let me tell you a truth I've seen again and again. As we age, our bodies stop calling out as clearly as they once did. That natural sense of thirst isn't as sharp. It's easy to let half the day go by without drinking a single glass of water, until you feel dizzy, tired, or your lips start to dry out. But by the time those signals show up, your body is already dehydrated. And when you're low on fluids, your urine becomes concentrated, darker, and more acidic. That irritates your bladder and prostate tissue, making problems like nighttime trips to the bathroom, urgency, or that frustrating feeling of not emptying completely even worse. I often tell my patients, drink water as if it were your prescription. Slowly, steadily, not all at once. Start in the morning as soon as you wake up and keep sipping consistently until early afternoon. For most older adults, about 6 to 8 cups a day is a healthy target, depending on your activity level and kidney function. But here's the key. Don't try to make up for it at night. Your kidneys will keep working, but your body needs to rest. And what you'll get instead are multiple wake-ups at night with an overfull bladder, broken sleep, fatigue, and disrupted hormones, all from water taken at the wrong time. When you change how you hydrate, you're gently taking care of your prostate. You'll notice lighter, easier urination, deeper sleep at night, and even a calmer, clearer mind. Small changes like these may seem ordinary, but they're the first step toward lasting transformation. And then, once you've finished a meal, whether it's a quiet lunch on the back porch or a light dinner with your family, give yourself 15 minutes to take a walk. Not a power walk, not a jog, just a gentle stroll around the house, down a small hill in your neighborhood, or even a few slow laps across the yard. Here's why it matters. After a meal, blood naturally rushes to your stomach to help with digestion. If you just sit, or worse, lie down right away, your blood sugar spikes, your insulin has to work harder, and over time this can throw your metabolism out of balance. That imbalance leads to insulin resistance, which is directly linked to prostate enlargement and even prostate cancer. But if you stand up and move, slowly, intentionally, your blood flows more freely. More oxygen is delivered to the pelvic region. The muscles around your prostate relax. Your body produces fewer inflammatory cytokines, which means less irritation and swelling. A remarkable study from the University of Sao Paulo Medical School followed hundreds of older men and found that those who made a habit of walking after meals had up to a 35% lower risk of developing moderate to severe prostate symptoms compared to those who stayed sedentary. Just 15 minutes a day. No equipment, no personal trainer, no pressure. Yet the benefits are deep and lasting. And now, I'd like to touch on a topic that many people tend to avoid. Sexual health after 60. I get it. Maybe you've felt embarrassed. Or perhaps you've thought intimacy just isn't part of life at this stage. But science and modern medicine are very clear. Maintaining a healthy, regular sex life in a way that suits your body and comfort level is an essential part of overall health. When you reach orgasm and ejaculate, it's not just about pleasure. Your prostate is actually being cleansed, flushing out stagnant fluid, dead cells, and inflammatory proteins. If those are left to build up, they can cause congestion, irritation, and create conditions that may lead to cancer. One groundbreaking 18-year study from Harvard involving over 30,000 men found something remarkable. Men who ejaculated 21 times per month or more had a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those with lower frequency. See, it's not about doing anything extreme. It's simply honoring your body's natural rhythm and giving it the chance to do its own housekeeping. And if you're facing challenges with sexual function, please don't suffer in silence. Today's medicine offers gentle, effective, and safe solutions that can help. Talk openly with your doctor. There is nothing shameful about caring for your sexual health. Because sexual health isn't just about intimacy. It's about confidence, connection, and the sense of vitality that still lives inside you. Another pillar I consider absolutely essential in taking care of prostate health is nutrition. I'm not here to push you into a strict diet, to cut out every food you love, or to take away the simple joy of eating, which, in these golden years, is one of life's sweetest pleasures. But I do want you to look at your relationship with food through a new lens. Every single thing you put into your body is either helping you heal or slowly causing harm. There is no neutral choice. When it comes to the prostate, there are certain nutrients that science has repeatedly shown to be particularly beneficial. And the good news is, they're not exotic or hard to find. They're right there at your local grocery store, in the produce section, the seafood counter, or the aisle with nuts and seeds. Let's start with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that acts like a shield for your cells. You'll find it in ripe red tomatoes, summer watermelon, and fragrant guava. Here's the fascinating part. When tomatoes are cooked, especially with a bit of olive oil, the lycopene becomes much easier for your body to absorb. So that simple plate of homemade tomato pasta isn't just delicious, it's a gift to your prostate. Next is zinc, a mineral your prostate loves. Zinc helps keep testosterone levels balanced, supports enzyme activity, and maintains the structural integrity of prostate tissue. You can get zinc from roasted pumpkin seeds, a handful of almonds each day, or the occasional treat of fresh oysters, grilled clams, or steamed shrimp. Foods that are both flavorful and nourishing for men's health. And don't forget the cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts. They contain sulforaphane, a compound known to boost the body's detoxification pathways, fight inflammation, and help protect against DNA damage, one of the root causes of prostate cancer. A plate designed for prostate health doesn't have to be complicated. It might look like this: a generous serving of dark green vegetables, steamed or lightly sautéed, a portion of lean protein, skinless chicken, grilled salmon, or a scoop of chickpeas, a small serving of whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or oats, and a touch of healthy fat from olive oil, avocado, or ground flaxseed. This isn't about restriction. This is about honoring your body with thoughtful, intentional choices that keep you strong, balanced, and well. And just as important as what you do after a meal is this: your sleep. When we were younger, we could stay up late working, watching movies, or just getting caught up in the rush of life and still bounce back the next day. But at a certain point, we realized that sleep is not just rest, it's renewal. During deep sleep, your body produces growth hormone, regulates testosterone, lowers inflammation, and repairs cells. Sleep is the most powerful natural medicine there is, and there's no pill that can replace it. So, Create a sleep environment that truly invites rest. A cool, quiet, dark room. Avoid caffeine after 3 p.m. Reduce screen time from phones and TVs in the evening. Keep a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, to help your body find its natural rhythm. I also want to share 2 more insights that I've consistently observed in patients who experience the best recovery and long-term health outcomes. The first thing I want to emphasize, and perhaps the most overlooked challenge of all, is managing stress. We live in a world where, even after retirement, even when we no longer carry the weight of a job or daily responsibilities, our minds often refuse to let us rest. Worries about health, children and grandchildren, relationships, or just random drifting thoughts can keep our brains in a constant state of alert. When this state continues for too long, the body continually produces cortisol, a hormone that's helpful in small, short bursts but harmful when it lingers. Over time, it acts like a kind of biological acid, slowly eroding prostate health by fueling chronic inflammation, disrupting hormones, and throwing off the body's natural rhythms. We can't escape stress completely, but what we can do is learn to walk through it with awareness and acceptance. Every day, take just 5 to 10 minutes to sit quietly, close your eyes, and come back to your breath. You don't need complicated techniques. All you need to know is this. Every slow, deep breath is a message to your nervous system that you are safe, that the fight is over. You might sit by the window and listen to the wind. Breathe in the smell of your morning coffee. Turn the page of a well-loved book. Place your hand over your heart and feel its rhythm. Small as they seem, these moments are enough to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for calming, repairing, and restoring the body. You don't have to be a meditation master. Just a few minutes a day can bring clarity to your mind, lightness to your body, and relieve much of the pressure your prostate silently carries. The second point I want to bring up, a very practical one that often gets overlooked, is this. Avoid sitting too long and maintain a healthy weight. I know that after 60, that soft armchair, the TV remote, or the cozy spot by the dining room window can feel like the perfect place to spend an entire morning or afternoon. And you've earned that comfort after a lifetime of hard work. But sitting too long, especially on soft, cushioned surfaces, quietly sets off a chain of problems you may not notice until much later. Your prostate sits just above the pelvic floor, the area that bears the weight of your entire upper body when you sit. When that pressure is constant, blood flow slows down, surrounding tissues get compressed, and congestion and low-grade inflammation can begin to build. If you spend long periods working at a computer, reading, or watching TV, set a gentle reminder every 45 minutes to stand up, stretch, and take a few steps around the room. These small movements work like opening a vent, allowing fresh circulation and oxygen to reach the areas that need it most. And keep an eye on your waistline. Research has shown that as waist size increases, estrogen levels rise while testosterone, the hormone that underpins male health, drops. That hormonal shift is a dangerous chain reaction. Belly fat isn't just stored energy. It acts like an endocrine organ, releasing inflammatory chemicals that affect your prostate and disrupt your entire metabolism. So rather than chasing an unrealistic body image, I encourage you to focus on keeping your body light, flexible, and agile. Not for appearance, but for healthy hormones, resilience, and freedom of movement. This isn't meant to add pressure or make you feel like there's another chore on your list. Quite the opposite. It's a gentle reminder that good health in these later years doesn't come from grand gestures, but from mindful choices made every single day. Every step you take, every deep breath, every glass of water you drink, these are acts of love you give to yourself. My friends, there is no pill that can replace the choices you make every single day. No doctor can help you as much as you can help yourself. But I truly believe that when we have knowledge, direction, and a little persistence, even the smallest changes can lead to life-changing results. The 7 habits I shared with you today, from how you hydrate, to walking, to nourishing your body, to prioritizing sleep and staying connected with yourself, are not distant or difficult ideas. They are right here, within your reach, woven into every morning when you wake up, every meal you sit down to, every step you choose to take. My hope is that after watching this video, you won't just remember my words, but that you'll actually do something differently, starting today. Because health doesn't wait for us, but we can choose not to wait for illness before we start taking care of ourselves. And if you found value in this message, please share it with the men you love, your father, your husband, your brother, your friend. They deserve to live healthy, strong, and free all the way through the later chapters of their lives. Thank you for spending this time with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm Dr. Jonas, and I believe this with all my heart. Your best years are still ahead if you start taking care of them today.